Hi, welcome to Detours, Understanding Acquired Brain Injury. Um, what I'm going to be getting into very shortly with another episode, I'm going to be talking about some rather, dark kind of stuff. So it's appropriate. I'm coming to you from here. Pardon the manifestation of this quite literally. But we were at a show. We watched Randy Rainbow, and they were, he was making fun of politicians and the usual kind of thing he does. But in a lot of the politicians who run, and it's like it does kind of take a healthy dose of narcissism to think you're worthy of leading tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people. And as I was sitting there, it reminded me of like stuff I was reading, not only this morning, but had seen and in studies and things like that. And we're going to be getting into functional neuroimaging. And this touches deeply on ethics, not just medical ethics, but ethics in general, because some of the new discoveries and things allow us to look at the brain and how it not only looks, but how it works and how thoughts unfold and feelings and how networks work. One of the things I want to talk about is the disorder narcissism and how brain injury is similar to it. And you can actually see people's empathy, whether it works or it doesn't, whether they're empathically responding, whether they're showing empathy for real or whether they're faking it. You can see lying, whether they're drawing from memories or whether they're just making stuff up. If someone says, I love you, does it light up those areas in the brain associated with empathy, sympathy, compassion? Or are they just pulling it out of the air, making it up because they don't want to be bothered? And so obviously, if you can tell these things, if you can see thoughts, not what they're literally thinking, but whether they actually have the appropriate emotion attached, it leads to some questions, some disturbing questions. How shall we treat people that don't have what they claim? People that are narcissistic in positions of power or in the medical or psychological fields. Should they be denied their licenses? Or people with brain injury, things like that, who try to put a face and are deceptive or are abusive, manipulative. What about people with brain injury? How should we treat them? These are questions that are easily ignored in academia and in the ivory towers and in medical offices and things like that. But they have real implications for real people. And these are questions that we're going to have to answer sooner rather than later. Just some food for thought. Have a good night.